there is a thing called pretty privilege. There is a thing called white privilege. And Caitlin Clark is bringing this money into the league, and other players will benefit from it. But I do think that she is more relatable to more people because she's white.
What are you talking about, woman? She's smart, she's pretty, she a baller, she's got a sex appeal, and she ain't ghetto. The reason why some of these people are not marketable because they super butchy and ghetto. What they gonna market you? Makeup? You look like a dude. If women were so bent out of shape that women's basketball, half of the population is women, why don't y'all support women's basketball? Where y'all at in the stadium seats? Where y'all at buying the jerseys? Go to any WNBA game. Why is it not full of women?
So there's a hot topic going on right now. Caitlin Clark says she got cheap shotted against the sky. I mean, throughout the season, she's been getting beat up. Hard screens, elbows, knocked down. It is what it is. She's not the first. She won't be the last. My issue and my question is, where the fuck are her teammates at? I've seen a couple girls smirk when she's got knocked down, half-assed to pick her up. Like, y'all supposed to protect the asset, protect the star. And all this is the team. She's the star. You always protect your star. I was someone who protected the stars. You fuck with Kobe, CP, Blake, list goes on. It's going to be a problem because you guys are supposed to be a family. And you wonder why you sit at the bottom of the league right now is because y'all don't protect each other, man. Coach don't do shit about it. Players don't do shit about it. Y'all should be ashamed of it. But the rest of the league is going to continue to test her. And that's what they're supposed to do. It's your guys' fucking job to have her back and have each other's back. Got to do better, ladies.
But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership.
It's just hatred towards this young lady. Only thing she's doing, like you said, is out here. She's playing the game of basketball, and she's having fun doing it. And the media has put her on this pedestal. Yeah. Like when she got knocked down, did you see the young lady come? She didn't run to her rescue. She walked over there and tried to pick her up instead of going after Kennedy. You don't mess with her. You know, you got to protect your superstar, your teammate, and protect your teammate. And none of them ladies have protected her. Yeah. I don't think on her own team, and I think she's unfairly getting stuff that's done to her, and it's just bad and insensitive to me.
Ticket sales have grown by 93% in 2024. What that means is without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would have taken till 2029 or 2030 to get to where Caitlin Clark has gotten them today.
There's been a lot of hate for Caitlin Clark out there.
I think just the biggest thing is, you know, it's really, really special, and I don't think it's going to set in for me for quite some time. I want my legacy to be the impact that I can have on young kids.
What Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now.
I think Angel will eventually be a good pro. I don't think Angel will come into the league and dominate the way people think she will, because there are very few roster spots. Like, it's a real job. So people look at new players coming in and they look at that and say, oh, you trying to come take my job? Like, nah, it's not gonna be that easy. So will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Absolutely. Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now immediately? Absolutely not. Caitlin Clark right now probably takes about 40 shots a game. I know you like that.
Hell yeah.
When she comes to the league, probably ain't gonna get 40 shots a game. I do think those two players not only will get there, well, they will be hell of a WNBA players. They will get there. But more than that, their popularity will absolutely be good for the league and bring in fans that the league hasn't had before.
For a rookie who skyrocketed the WNBA's publicity and profits in the last 25 years, Caitlin Clark has faced intense hatred and blatant disrespect from her fellow WNBA players. Jealousy? Racism? Let's dive into why the WNBA is trying to get rid of Caitlin Clark since she entered the league. Now, it might sound controversial, but we have never seen a generational talent like Caitlin Clark stir such divided opinions in basketball. Sure, you might mention Michael Jordan or LeBron James, but remember, most haters deep down respected them. Plus, their animosity grew over time, unlike the immediate backlash that Caitlin faced. No veteran in the league has come out each game to mock players like this.
Healthy competition here between two players that have been really just draped all over each other in the two meetings and then tonight's game.
Keep in mind, Dejanay Carrington was an absolute her first ever game of the WNBA, forcing 10 turnovers. Right there you see Dejanay Carrington.
Or to physically hurt them.
I mean, that's clear, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
Besides, no fellow rookie was targeted like this.
Knocks it down. A lot of contact. 50?
50-50.
Unlike MJ or LeBron, Caitlyn faced overwhelming hate and disrespect from the start. Shockingly, this animosity has spread from the court to social media. At just 22, Caitlin Clark hasn't been given the grace to develop as a freshman by the WNBA stars. Ever since she joined the league, WNBA stars and the media have been gunning for her. Chicago Sky's Kennedy Carter even shoved her and then took it online, questioning what Caitlyn brings to the table besides shooting three-pointers. As a rookie, Caitlin Clark leads the league in three-pointers, ranks in the top 5 in assists, leads all rookies in points, and is the fastest player to hit 300 points, 100 assists, and 100 rebounds. Not to mention, she shoots from the logo with ease. Yet fellow rookie Angel Reese tried to downplay her impact on the WNBA, saying, "The reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too." Well, the numbers don't lie. Caitlin Clark's games have an average viewership of 1.184 million across all networks, compared to just 428,000 for other WNBA games. TV host Sunny Hostin Hill also chalked up Caitlin's success and fame to white privilege and her sexuality. She said, "Now Caitlin Clark is bringing this money, these sponsorships, we hope, into the league, and other players will benefit from it. But I do think that she is more relatable to people because she is white, because she's attractive, and unfortunately there is still that stigma against the LGBTQ+ community." Now, it is clear that Caitlin Clark has not had it easy since joining the WNBA, despite her only dream being to play basketball. So why has her journey been so tough? Why hasn't the WNBA embraced this generational talent? Why the WNBA is against Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark's presence has sadly revealed why the WNBA has struggled to grow for so many years. Since its inception, the league has fostered a culture more focused on progressive politics than on basketball itself. Now, this is not to say that politics shouldn't exist in basketball, but if you are an NBA fan, you know it never overshadows a good game or series. But unfortunately, that is not the case with the WNBA. It is more activist than entertaining, yet Caitlin Clark has been nothing but pure entertainment. She just wants to hoop. But Caitlin isn't just a player, she's a voice. For a while now, she has pushed back against online commenters who use her name to put down other WNBA players, firmly stating that any racist or misogynistic comments are not acceptable. Now, you must understand that because she is white and famous, Caitlin Clark's name often pops up in culture wars and online debates. However, she has admitted that bringing her up online is not something that she can control because her job is to compete and play basketball.
There's been a lot of narratives around the attention that you're getting versus some of the vets that have been in this league for a long time. Do you think about that, or do you just concentrate on blocking that out and playing your game?
To be honest, I'm not really on social media. Like, I don't read that. Like, this is my job. My job is to compete and play basketball every single day. I think the more attention we can get on every team around this league, that's only going to help it get better and better. But yeah, like I said, like, my job is just to continue to show up and, help this team to get better. Obviously we're fighting for our first win, and that's my main focus. And that's where, 110%, that's what I think about every single day, is come in and get better and focus on the things that I need to focus on.
In other interviews, she has praised NBA veterans and explained that she can't control what people say online since she isn't even on social media. But unfortunately, this innocent comment infuriated Connecticut Sun star DeJounte Carrington, who questioned the 22-year-old rookie's silence, claiming her silence is a luxury. Dog, how can one not be bothered by their name being used to justify racism, bigotry, misogyny, xenophobia, homophobia, and the intersectionalities of them all? It's nuts. We all see the shit. We all have a platform. We all have a voice, and they all hold weight. Silence is a luxury, Carrington tweeted. The truth is simple. Caitlin Clark cannot win against the WNBA gatekeepers. Her silence is questioned in matters unrelated to basketball. There's a bigger issue here that must be addressed. In a league that is predominantly black and gay, Caitlin Clark is white and straight. So it is no wonder that the WNBA resents the fact that the face of their league is the exact opposite of what they represent. The WNBA is identity-driven, but not Caitlin Clark's identity. How else can they explain what she endured before even making it to the league? Before she entered the WNBA, it's undeniable evidence that the WNBA did not embrace Caitlin Clark from the start. Even before her first minute on the court, senior WNBA players, including legends of the game, targeted her. College basketball icon and Hall of Famer Lynette Woodard went as far as claiming at a coaches' convention that Caitlin hadn't broken her scoring record due to differing rules.
I am the hidden figure, but no longer now. My record was hidden from everyone for 43 years. 43 years. I don't think, I'll just go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. I don't think my record has been broken because you can't duplicate what you're not duplicating. And so unless you come with a men's basketball and a two-point shot, hey.
WNBA star and two-time MVP Breanna Stewart also diminished Caitlin's achievements, arguing she shouldn't be in the GOAT conversation because she didn't win a national championship in college.
So there's been this hot take debate about, do you need to have a championship for legacy when you talk about a women's college basketball player? You are the expert on this since you have 4.
Yeah.
Does Caitlin Clark need a championship to be considered one of the greats in women's college basketball history?
Yeah, she does. I think so. Because then you're gonna look 10 years back and you're gonna see all the records she's broken and the points and stuff like that. But anybody knows, your goal when you play college basketball is to win a national championship. So you need one.
Diana Taurasi, wildly hailed as the WNBA's greatest player of all time, unexpectedly criticized Caitlin Clark, stating she would pick Paige Bueckers over Clark if Bueckers were in this year's draft. While Bueckers has shown some brilliance, she has struggled with injuries in recent years, unlike Caitlin's consistent performance with Iowa's basketball team. Taurasi didn't stop there. She also questioned Caitlin's potential to transition to the WNBA and doubted her ability to dominate as she did in the NCAA.
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
These critiques from legends like Taurasi overshadowed Caitlin's achievements in many interviews, with no one acknowledging her success. Heck, here's another WNBA Hall of Famer, Cheryl Swoops, who is wrongly questioning Caitlin Clark's college scoring record.
Records are made and set to be broken. But if you're going to break a record, this isn't just for Caitlin, but you asked me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that player set it.
Okay.
Right? So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. So is it truly a broken record?
Now, this is not just a jab at Caitlin, it is a misinformed critique. Caitlin broke the all-time NCAA women's basketball scoring record in her 4th season, not 5th, and did it in fewer games than Kelsey Plum. Later, Swoops continued her attack, claiming she set records because she was older than her competitors.
But let's also talk about how much more experience that gives you over other players coming in, right? So people say, dang, like he or she's killing them, but you have a 25-year-old playing against a 20-year-old. Like, you should be killing them. Because you've been doing it a lot longer than they have.
However, Caitlin's brilliance was evident from her first year, and by her final college season, she was just 22. In her freshman year of college, Caitlin averaged 26.6 points, 7.1 assists, and 5.9 rebounds per game, leading NCAA Division I in scoring and ranking 2nd in assists and three-pointers. During a show, Swoops claimed that Caitlin took 40 shots a game, which is also false. In reality, she averaged 22.7 shots per game in college, just 3 more than Swoops did as a senior at Texas Tech. So it is clear that Swoops aimed to discredit Caitlin's achievements, a sentiment that persisted after she was drafted. Continually targeting the 22-year-old Indiana Fever guard, Swoops recently labeled Caitlin a bully.
She's not a bully. She's not a bully.
Oh, you probably just never seen the poster. She's bullying the veterans.
She's not a bully. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about bullies, we can talk about every time Caitlin has the ball, she pushes off.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, like...
But she has that advantage.
So it is baffling to see such NBA legends and WNBA legends critique her when all she wants to do is play basketball and shine a light on the WNBA. Several basketball personalities have also voiced opinions on this peculiar situation. What the NBA is saying about her. NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal suggests WNBA players and legends criticize Caitlin out of professional jealousy. The Los Angeles Lakers icon believes many fear being overshadowed and are determined to remind Caitlin that she's not the only standout in the league. It's professional jealousy. We should appreciate her greatness but also acknowledge others, he remarked. The WNBA girls are welcoming the rookie. One person may have all the props, but it's never one person. Don't say we're getting new sponsorships because of Caitlin. What about Angel? What about Cardoso? What about my favorite Kelsey Plum? O'Neal said on the big podcast with Shaq. So it is truly disheartening to see what Caitlin Clark must endure to represent the WNBA. One user wisely remarked, "Let her play and let her game speak for itself." Another user candidly observed, "CC has really shown me how jealous women can be of each other. It's so cringeworthy to watch." Now, if you found this video engaging, then the next one on your screen is also definitely worth your time.